who represented George W. Bush during the 2000 recount. Ginsburg telling the committee the Trump campaign's claims were far-fetched.
The 2020 election was not close. The most narrow margin was 10,000 and something in Arizona, and you just don't make up those sorts of numbers in recount.
The House Select Committee also delving into how Trump and his allies raised money on these false claims of voter fraud, bringing in about $250 million in donations and allegedly diverting a lot of that to Trump's new Political Action Committee. Jay O'Brien, ABC News, the Capitol.
7 men in Texas were arrested in Idaho for planning a riot near a pride celebration, a bystander describing them as a little army loading up a U-Haul truck. The arrest of white supremacist group was done after police pulled over the U-Haul and found them packed in the back with their riot gear. They were all dressed in khakis, navy blue shirts with the name on it, Reclaim America, on the back, a beige hat and white face coverings. All of the men were charged with a misdemeanor, conspiracy to riot. Positively, Brazos Valley, sitting on the Board of Regents as a student is a high honor appointed by Governor Abbott. Demetrius Harrell Jr. is a Marine veteran and will now represent the entire Texas A&M student body during the 2022 and 2023 school year. Harrell says he looks to focus on important topics such as mental health, all as he works to bridge the gap between the board and student population.
What I would like to bring to the table is someone that the students feel like they can relate to, someone they feel like definitely understands the needs and the wants, of course. I also like to be that bridge between the gap between the board and the students.
Harrell Jr. says he hopes this accomplishment can inspire the young kids from his hometown to believe they can achieve anything they set their minds to. Another positive story here, a philanthropy class at Texas A&M is giving students an opportunity to work with various organizations in the Brazos Valley. KRHD News reporter Diamond Dixon is speaking with one of the students, part of that class that distributed over $100,000 right to local nonprofits.
Strategic Philanthropy is a class where students get real-life experience working with donors and nonprofits to make a difference in the community. Gentry Cornelius is a business management major at Texas A&M and had no idea a class like this existed, but was glad when she found out.
When I heard that there was a class that literally was going to give us the opportunity to give money to nonprofit organizations and learn how to really apply that in a business sense, I was super excited, and I just knew it was something I was interested in.
Cornelius says a variety of donors come together every year to make it possible for their class to do philanthropic work in the community.
The Philanthropy Lab is a big organization that funds different college classes just like this across the country. And then the George and Barbara Bush Foundation is also a really large donor of ours who supports this.
Students then are able to divide the donations amongst the class sections and decide which local nonprofits the funds will go to.
When it comes to hands-on learning and really applying what it means to be a philanthropist, people don't hear much about that, but I think it's something so important for all of us and not just business majors.
Coming up at 6, we hear from the instructor behind this philanthropy class and learn how well the class has grown within 6 years. And Brian Diamond Dixon, KRHD News.